What's up YouTube, Jack Sutcliffe here and welcome back to JS Fitness. Now today we're going to be talking about Gaspari Nutrition Qualitine, or what it actually is just creatine monohydrate. Why they've called it Qualitine, it's just their bit of branding just to try sound a little bit different, a bit unique. There's no need for concern. Like I say, it is just pure creatine monohydrate, all about no bells, no whistles. There are some creatines out there, especially now, thinking of BPI Sports in particular, who are mixing the creatines up and adding extras in there with it, but not with Gaspari. Like I say, just good old-fashioned creatine. Now, overall, I got this for about $5 or $6, and there's a 2-month supply in it, which is more than enough, and it's good value, really good value. You normally find with creatine, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. However, like I say, what I found with this was 2 months supply for $5. Can't complain, I was really happy with that. So yeah, how does it stack up though? Well, when you open the lid, the one thing I found is it had a seal on it, which is perfect. You always want that seal on for the moisture. Any moisture gets in there, it does kill it. When I got this, it was fairly full, which was quite nice to see, because normally they're like half full. There's barely anything in them. You get this massive tub, and there's now there. My one bugbear with this, and I'm going to show you now, is there's loads of it sticking around the edges. Now, as soon as you run your finger around it, it does come off. So it doesn't make me think, let me just try, it doesn't make me think there's moisture in there or anything like that, or not too much anyway. I'm not sure if there's maybe like a mix of creatine in the sense of how well it's all granulated, how micronized it is, but I'm not sure. That is, to be honest guys, that is the only negative, the only bugbear that I have with this. And like I say, I'm not sure if it's just the one I've got or if it's like that across the board. You have got the moisture sachet in there, so it obviously, hopefully, isn't moisture. But anyway, by the by, doesn't affect the product one bit, but like I say, it did just throw me a little bit. In terms of how it tastes and all that, it shouldn't taste of anything because it is unflavoured. In a drink though, I'm trying to get the scoop out now, I just had it. When it's actually in your drink, the problem with creatine is if you don't get micronized, or even when you do sometimes get micronized, is you can still tell it's in there. Now, the thing that I love about this is it's that micronized, it's that fine, it's that pure that it stays suspended in the water for quite a while, and to the point where I even thought, is this dissolving? Is this actually creatine? Because creatine shouldn't dissolve, and it literally, like I said, it just stays suspended for ages, which means when you're drinking it, you can't tell it's there. But I'm going to show you now. So like I said, I've got my glass here, a glass of water. There isn't much water in here. I would normally have about 400 mils of fluid. So like I say, it does suspend itself across a lot of fluid. So we will most likely get some sinkers in this, which is fine. It's creatine. It should do. But like I said, I just want to show you how well it does suspend. I'm going to throw that in, get a load all over my table as I have. There's no water in there just to be safe. Now, as you can tell, whilst that's all dropping down, especially to the bottom, the water's suddenly just gone really cloudy. And that's what you want. You want your water or whatever fluid you have in to be cloudy, because as long as it's cloudy, it means the creatine is suspended in the water. Now, if we just give this a little stir, beautiful looking colour. I've never had any lumps, clumps or floaters with this, but as you can see right there, it's a lovely colour, nice misty white, And I'm just going to hold it here for a little bit, just so you can see how well it stays suspended. Let me move it in a bit closer. So the reason why this is important, guys, is if you think you're having your protein shake, you've just put your water in, you've given it a shake, and you just wait in a minute. Or you take that first sip always tastes good because, like I say, the creatine's suspended. But give it a few moments, normally 9 times out of 10, the creatine sinks to the bottom and you start getting them lumps, them hard bits, you know what I mean. And with this, now I've been babbling on a little bit now, it's still pretty misty, it's still pretty good. Now yes, you have got some that has sank to the bottom. I don't know if you can see, like I say, I got powder all over my fingers, and in fact if I bring it around this side, you can just see there's a little shadow, or at least I can see, just there, where you have got some that is forming at the bottom, which again is fine, but just look at the colour of the water. It's still so misty, it's still suspended. You look at it from the top, you can see the tiny little bits in there. Like I said, it is really good stuff and it's really affordable. Even when you drink it, you can't tell it's there. It's, like I said, other than whatever that's sticking to the side, which must be because it suspends so well, it can suspend itself in air. This stuff is brilliant. Like I said, I'll give it another stir now. And again, it is really good stuff, this. Like I say, to say they've called it Qualitine, which I think's a bit, you know, it's bang for its buck. It literally is good quality, if not quite possibly the best creatine I've ever had. Now, we're going back a bit now, which I don't think I ever managed to do a review of it, but one of the best, if not probably my favourite creatine I've ever had was Isotories. Now, I haven't had it for a few years. It came in like this little black bottle with like a little red cap, and that stuff, it wasn't advertised as micronized, but it was the bee's knees. Now, I've had other stuff since that is micronized, and it's not. And I must say, by far, this is my favourite creatine, minus the stuff sticking to the side, which don't make a difference, it's fine. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, hang on. You're starting to get a bit forming at the bottom now, which you're always going to. I would say that's most likely forming at the bottom because for the creatine to water ratio is, it can't suspend anymore in there. It's like probably maxed out, shall we say. And if I was to now put more water in there, like say if I was to have my 300-400 mils, there probably wouldn't be much of that in the bottom, which I'm going to do before drinking all of that because I'll probably choke on it. But that's it. Like I said before, it is really good, bang for its buck, and that is Gaspari Nutrition Qualitine. Anyway, everyone, I hope you've liked this video. Just a dead quick one. It's only creatine, but it's cheap stuff and it's good stuff. So that's why I felt like it was needed a review, because like I say, there's some good branded stuff out there which ain't that good. So yeah. Anyway, everyone, please like and comment down below, and you know, let me know what you thought of this video. If there's any particular reviews you want, I'll get them done. And more importantly, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because it does help it to grow. And again, more importantly, share it with your friends, share it with fellow lifters, because if they haven't tried this yet, they should do. See you in a bit, everyone.